Alright, so you're wandering through the internet. Entertainment levels are low. You both are about to die of boredom. What do you want to do?
I look for a cool new podcast.
Yeah, and I assist. Alright, give me an investigation check. Oh yeah, and roll with advantage.
Bond's Journal, page 64. The masters agreed we should head to this giant temple thingy. They also mentioned it would take about 30 days. And we're taking the giant with us. Bond's Journal, page 65. Nothing happened today. Bond's Journal, page 66. Traveled some more today. Bond's Journal, page 72. A haiku. Giants are real tall. The road can be very long. Monks are bored. Bond's Journal, page 85, part 1. We arrived at the temple. There were some dudes hanging out by the doorway, so we approached real quiet-like in case there were trouble. Ifer and I approached them to see what they were doing, and they seemed innocent enough. We helped them get inside the temple, where we...
Then yeah, I can do it again. Ifer. This time I take like a really strong stance. Like I lean against it, so Ifer's pushed against me, and...
Okay. This time I don't just try and push, I punch.
Alright. So, strength athletics for me, please.
Come on, be good. 16.
Okay. So, you when you start to lean back, he punches out and hits the door. And this time, all of the energy moves through the door and they slam open. And you kind of tumble back because there's nothing to catch you. Give me a dexterity, please. Make sure you don't crush Ifer, dealing some sort of damage. Oh, God.
Check or save?
Save.
That's 10 then.
10. Yeah, you're fine. You land like just on your side, not flat on your back, and the barbarians they look around. They don't even say anything. They are just mouth agape, like, holy shit. When you look around in this room, it is completely dark, but with your dark vision, you see 6 massive statues surrounding this room, and this room is very, very big.
So a minute's passed, right?
Yes.
Okay, the Harshnag and Kinian, you both feel tired.
Momentarily.
Yep. Thick frost clings to every surface in this 100-foot high vaulted chamber. 7 enormous statues dominate the room. The largest of them is 80-foot tall, robed giant. His arms outstretched and his face hidden beneath a stony cowl. He is facing an archway on the east wall, so that's directly in front of you. You are facing due east when you're looking into the room. Kneeling in rows on each side are 6 statues, half its size, each impressive in its own right. They depict paragons of each type of giant: hill, stone, frost, fire, cloud, and storm. These smaller statues face the bigger one in the room's center. In their outstretched arms, 5 of the giants hold weapons, gifts for the Allfather. Only the frost giant statue is unarmed. On the east wall, the way that the center statue is facing, there's an archway. It's 40 feet wide and 40 feet tall. 6 different runes are carved into it with mithril inlaid. It is glowing with a mist that fills this arch. Niches in the walls on either side of this arch is empty, and it has ice-covered sconces on the sides. The barbarians, they still look like awestrucken when this happens. What do you guys on the side want to do?
Well, I'm gonna hold my action to wait and see what everybody else in the party does.
Okay.
Because, I would probably be the biggest potential reveal going into this room, so...
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm hanging back too.
I sacrificed a second level spell slot to gain 2 sorcery.
Okay.
I remount Volty and I'm gonna join Bon.
Okay. Okay. So you jump on Volty and you start going up the stairs with her. Her, him, it. Yep. It's a mechanical being. So
We're clockwork.
yeah. The clockwork spins and you make it to the top, and the barbarians look at you like, "Who the hell are you?"
Pay no attention to him. He's with me.
This is starting to get fishy. Anyone else with you?
I pop out. Just me. And I go back in.
Who the fuck is that?
Pay no attention to the man behind the cloak.
Is there anyone else we should know about?
Probably.
So is this where we take the chance to just kind of come out from our hiding spots, or?
I was gonna come up with
I don't
that,
hear-
so
I don't hear what's going on. I'm still
I'll
chilling.
just-
Oh yeah,
I'll just-
Can we hear this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
way
you
down
can
on
hear
the-
the shouting. It echoes.
I'm coming.
I
Up.
follow,
Yeah,
I
you
follow that
come
up.
up with Minette.
Okay.
As they are doing their thing, I follow that up with like, listen, we're gonna help you find your friends. Don't worry about it. We're good people.
So I'm gonna be again last out.
And
20,
right after he says
20 insight. So, what is your intent of those words?
I genuinely,
You generally believe
genuinely
Yeah.
believe that we could help them,
And that we're good people.
and that we're good people.
Okay. They loosen their grip on their weapons, and they say, if you've got any more of your party, reveal them now. We do not like surprises.
Like-
Surprise!
I pop back out. No. It's okay. We have a few more people around. They'll come out when we need them to. And I'd like to try and persuade him.
Okay.
At a 12.
No deal, no.
Kyo thinks hide and seek is fun.
We will be on our way. We will travel alone. We appreciate your help opening this door.
How do I know you're really here for what you say you're here for?
How do I know that you are here for what we believe you to be here for?
How do I know?
What do you believe we're here for? Because
Wait. How do I know that you believe that we're here for what we're here for?
His intelligence is super low. Like, I lost you on that one. As soon as we get too deep into this, I can't follow. He says, all right, beat around the bush with you. We think you're here to loot the place. We care not about the loot. We want our people back.
Manette, would we do such a thing?
loot things?
Yeah.
I mean, we're here for information. So
It really depends on what I see if I really want it.
Just being honest. They give like a curt nod to you. They walk to one of the doors on the side. So all you guys have who have entered this room see the archway, and that kind of dominates the scene. This archway with these statues. What you see on the side as a secondary glance is ice-covered doors with roughly 4-inch thick ice covering these double doors, same size as what you just walked in, 2 on each side. And they make their way over to the north side, walking between a couple of the statues, and they start chipping away at the north door.
I walk up. Well, first I hop off of Bon. I
Uh-huh.
walk up. I pull out my sword. It's okay. I start chipping and helping them.
Okay.
So,
Okay. It's gonna take you a while, chipping away. What do you guys want to do? Want to search the room, or you want to continue with these guys?
I want to help him.
All right, so like I'm just hearing what's going on, and I don't want to like knowing that I could cause a ruckus. I don't want to like come out too late and freak them the fudge out. So I step out of the shadow, but being very aware to hide my great axe behind my back. Like it's sitting between like the broad part between my shoulders, so they can't see a thing, and I'm very aware of my position so that they don't see it as I reveal myself. And
Before you do that, with your what's your passive?
my passive perception,
Yes.
13.
You see a portcullis and a frozen over portcullis east of you while you're standing in the shadows up on the rampart. You see this ice covered portcullis, and it looks like it goes into a different part of the dungeon, but not too far away from where your friends are. So if you're looking at the portcullis and you're looking at your friends, it's about 100 feet linearly between the 2 points on that same wall. So do you want to continue stepping out, or do you want to explore that?
I'm mostly here like specifically as a supporting role.
Okay.
So I'm kind of following with what everybody else is doing, but I do make specific mental note of that to suggest for later if need be.
Okay.
So I do continue stepping out, and like I come out like with my hands open bare to like show that like I have nothing to hide, supposedly.
Okay. So there's nobody up on this landing. So you walk out of the shadows and you walk up the stairs and you enter the room with your hands outstretched.
Do I need to redo my stealth to follow along?
No, you'll be fine. You're following along?
Yeah.
Kenyan, do you follow as well?
I still stay outside the room, but I kind of like peer around the corner and
Okay.
then, like come back.
Yeah. So you're up on the landing though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basically watching the stairwell at this point, kind of playing lookout.
Okay.
Because one more guy showing up isn't going to make a difference.
Yeah. So you walk into the room and you see what's going on. Eifer is over helping these Uthgards. They don't seem to pay attention to you.
Would I know about the backstory of his axe?
I would have told you.
Yeah, probably.
We spent a long time
It's a
together. We
relic.
told each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to
We told
scramble
each
up
other stories.
Harshnek's back and whisper into his ear.
Okay.
I don't trust him. They got a white dragon with them.
Okay.
Gotta go back down.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I see the
over here.
portcullis, right?
Yeah. You do.
How far is it from me?
It's 100 feet north or east from you.
So it's away from the party?
Yeah. So if you left the ramparts and you are standing on this landing, you are 100 feet north of this thing, out on the ramparts. So you left the vicinity of it. Yeah. So what do you want to explore that? Okay, splitting the party. Yeah. Okay, so you go back to where you were. We'll handle yours real quick. So it is iced over, and you think that if you were just a little smaller, you could actually walk through one of these bars.
Kyo heads that way.
You head that way too? Okay. So Kyo's with you.
Yeah, his curiosity got him.
Okay.
It's evens versus odds.
Yeah. So it's you and Kyo, and you see this portcullis, and it looks like Kyo could walk through this portcullis.
Do I see any mechanism to raise it?
Not really.
So it's down and it's just frozen in place?
Yep, and it's like a slot in the ceiling where it goes up and down. There doesn't seem to be a mechanism that raises it.
Oh.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I could shoot a bunch of fire bolts until it's not frozen anymore.
What would that accomplish?
It wouldn't be frozen anymore.
Oh, it's fine now it's frozen. If there's no mechanism to move it, I won't be able to lift this. This is for giants.
It looks pretty friggin' heavy.
Yeah.
How much bigger would it make the opening?
Not that. Well, you right now can walk through.
Yeah, I know.
When I mean frozen, it's not like entombed in ice.
Yeah.
It is like it's like solid to the ground.
No, I was thinking like when you have an ice storm,
Oh, okay.
everything gets a layer on it.
Oh, sure,
So I was
sure.
thinking maybe,
Yeah, it's definitely
maybe I could
like
open
that.
it enough so Kenyan can crawl through too. Or,
Yeah, it's definitely like that, but it's not going to gain you that much.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and walk through.
Okay. Yeah, you think that if Kenyan was just a little bit smaller,
I tell Kenyan, just crawl on your belly.
just crawl on your belly.
I give it a try.
Yeah. So you crawl. You try to squeeze through, and you're able to get like up to your shoulder, and you can't do it. Once you hit that breastbone, you just can't make it.
So I walk around back through one of the other holes, and then I tickle his feet because I'm having a prank phone going.
Nice.
So
That's for throwing me.
So what do you want to do with this? Do you want to walk forward and leave Kitty in here?
Maybe I can put a guide rope on you so I can pull you back.
Who has the alchemy jug right now?
Kitty
cart.
does. Oh yeah, the cart.
The cart had it.
I go back to the cart. I get the alchemy jug. I come back to Kenyan, and I put mayonnaise around him to help loosen him up,
Okay.
and then I pull him out.
All right. You
Not
loosen him
oil.
up. So you oil him up with mayonnaise, right? And you get. Do you allow him to try and pull you through? Okay,
But
so
mayonnaise is better.
you guys are working on this, and it gets like literally to the center of his chest, at the peak, and you're like sucking it in as much as you can, and you are stuck. You are straight stuck right now.
Tell him to breathe out.
At least the mayonnaise isn't going to go bad.
Yeah.
So back with the other side of the party.
Because
It's just like
that takes a
Kenyan
while.
stuck.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while. You guys workshop that.
Or go down.
So
I should have done acid and burnt through the bar.
okay, so 10 minutes have passed, and these 6 barbarians and Eifer have chipped their way through the door.
I'm helping too.
What's that?
I'm helping.
You're helping too? Okay. And the door is able to open.
With me punching it, obviously.
Yeah, you're just... And it swings open and breaks them off the hinges. Because the doors are supposed to come inward. And, with all that force behind your punch, it breaks them inward, damaging the doors themselves. And you see the wrapping staircase. So it wraps going upward on both sides, the east and west side of this hallway. Then you are looking down towards the north. You're looking at this very long hallway with like open doorways, just chunk, 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 going down this hallway. It ends about 300 feet down.
Alright, so before anything else happens, I give like a secret signal that Eifer and I developed when I need him to like climb up on my shoulder to talk about something.
Okay.
Just like rubbing the side of my nose with my thumb, and he clambers
him.
up. And I clambers up, and I like give a motion like he knows my axe is on my back, and I go like this, and I'm like, and I just whisper, cover it up.
But then you can't use it. Shh. If I cover it up, then you know how are you gonna know where it is?
I can feel it. I know it like the back of my hand.
What do you want it to look like?
A different axe.
It's My Little Pony axe.
Turns into a guitar.
Yeah. He would know guitars
Yes.
very well.
Please,
Yes.
please do. Just an axe-shaped guitar.
Yeah, I cast Minor Illusion, and I make it look like a big shawm.
A big shawm?
Yeah,
The
it's like
fuck's a shawm?
it's like a big clarinet.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay. So, it's a big clarinet on your back now. Very big, deadly clarinet. So these cats, they start making their way down the tunnel. Do you follow Bon? Okay, so Bon is walking with this group, and they're calling out Grook, Sean, trying to find these people. They make it almost to the end. This group, Bon, you're kind of hanging back a little bit. You're nearing like the last like quarter of this hallway. You are, we're gonna say 200 feet away from the end. Okay. They walk into this big section, and you hear this horn go off, and you see out of the far wall in front of you is this big stone boulder that covers every space of this hallway with little corner cutouts. Okay, and it starts rolling, and the Uthgard start running back.
I grabbed the golden statue.
What statue?
Oh, golden statue?
The stand? Okay. There is no golden statue, but you grab it anyways.
Belongs in a museum.
Yeah. And the stone is moving fast. It is moving 40 feet per turn.
Okay.
What is your speed?
40.
40?
Yep.
Okay. That's your max speed, just in general. Okay.
So I can keep ahead of it.
Okay.
Well, right now.
Yeah. So you're moving all the way down. You're running away from this hallway. Okay.
Am I?
From the end. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you could. Everybody else is. Do you want to run away from the stone?
I will run away from the stone.
Okay. So, you guys are running away from the stone, and it's starting to catch up on the Uthgard. And it's just gaining, and
Take
you
the
hear
dash action.
you hear cries, death cries, and crunching as the stone, as the stone rolls over and squishes all the Uthgard,
All of them?
all of them.
Can I do something when I hear the first one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn around and use Gust of Wind.
Okay.
Does Bond level up from all the
XP.
it's like,
Gust of wind to blow all the Uthgard back.
Good God.
I don't have to outrun it. I just have to outrun you.
Or just like make like a doorstop of Uthgard bodies.
We built this wall off of your fallen friend.
And all of a sudden, Bond's murderous past catches up to him. I look for an area I could aim and not hit them, and
Okay.
just hit the boulder.
Yeah, just up high.
Yeah.
Yep. So you look back and you gust of wind,
Yeah, right.
like a fist of unbroken air. Is that what you're trying to do?
No, it's
or it's
different.
actually a gust of wind.
It's a
Okay.
gust of wind.
It strikes it and does nothing.
Oh shoot!
Your spell is ineffective.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah, and it's gaining. And so you turn back, you strike it with this gust of wind, and it crushes two more. Just there goes the wormling. Just gone.
Well, the wormling too.
You guys, you're running. Boom, boom, boom. All of them are dead. You reach the end of the hallway to the door where you came through, and the stone stops at the end of the hallway by the staircases. And through the stone, not around it, but through the stone walks a golem. Like a stone golem. Through it walks this golem, and it turns back around and starts rolling the boulder back.
I turned to Kyo. I'm like, did you hear something?
That's awesome.
So,
I watched this whole thing
Yeah.
just go down. I'm like back at the
Yeah.
doorway,
Oh, yeah.
and just
yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Like that's some pretty cool engineering.
Yeah, you're like, gotta note that one.
Yeah.
I turn around and vomit.
Yeah. Especially the second pass becomes like juice. It looks like tomato juice on the floor. Like there's nothing left. It is gore everywhere. Harshnag, it hits you at that moment. You're like, oh yeah, that's the corridor for the quarters. Only giants are supposed to go down there.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah. You recall after this happens, there's a xenophobic trap at the end where if anything but a giant passes through it, this trap goes off.
If they come with me, like, say,
Nope.
then it would go off. Okay.
Anything that's not a giant.
Even if they're like hanging off me.
Yep.
So does Harshnag take a moment to play air clarinet at this point?
Got you now, bitches! You know that area.
I play
to
taps on the clarinet.
Yeah. You know that area to be like where emissaries would be back when this was like a bustling temple. That would be where the higher ups would stay and stuff.
I go up and start looking through the dead bodies.
Oh, you don't want to do
Okay,
that.
so you start down the hallway.
Yeah.
I
and-
snag you and pull you the hell out of there before you can do that.
Okay.
So it was like only giants up there at any time, and I yank them back before it can
Yeah.
it starts moving kind of just a little bit, but I yank it back and it stops.
Like the golem looks back and is like shaking its head.
Just the 180 degrees like an owl, just
Yep.
and then pull him out and he goes back to.
Is that only living creatures?
Would I know that?
Volty.
Like, does it include
That is anything that is a creature. So Voltron would not be as a construct.
I believe Voltron would be able to pass.
Do you send him down?
Yeah.
Okay, so you send him down to loot the rooms. 1 second.
Volty, go get the shinies.
Does he come with like a vacuum attachment? Does it suck up gold pieces?
You should.
Actually, I'm gonna go.
Like a whirring noise.
I'm gonna
That
go
was
with
the other
him.
thing
Next
I wanted
upgrade.
to build. That was the other thing I wanted to build under.
Actually, I'm gonna go with him because I can identify if there's anything of specific value. I might have a better chance of that, right?
Sure. You don't see much. Just odds and ends. But you're digging through some of the sacks that were left behind. You find a little bit of gold, giant gold.
Giant gold.
Yes.
So it's worth extra money?
It's just side for giants. But yes. I mean, yes.
Yeah, one giant gold.
One giant gold would.
Well,
would
Is
be
that like 5 regular gold, or?
Well, a regular gold piece is a 50th of a pound.
Okay, so what you find is 120 gold worth of dollar value, basically. So you find 120 gold worth of giant gold.
Okay.
Like 12 giant gold pieces.
Yeah. Yep. That's basically all you find. You find some trinkets, but you don't even
And I
think
let
to bring it back.
Yeah,
You're like,
I let Voltron take anything that, like, I'm only looking for things that I
Yeah.
know as a giant are worth stuff, and I'll let Voltron
Right.
do whatever he wants with the rest of it.
yeah, everything else is non-valuable, like hats and like.
What I want to find is their like plant gardens,
Okay.
and then we could go to the state fair.
So,
And when I come back, I just set it all down in front of the party, not taking any for myself, and I say take.
okay.
And back at the Iceum.
Yes, back at the portcullis. You are still tugging on Kinian.
I say to you, I'm like, use the bottle. And you're like, what? I'm like, use the bottle. And you're like, what? Use the bile.
No.
That's expensive shit, man.
You're not worth it.
Can't it only
Bye.
be like one liquid a day or something?
What's that?
No,
You're
he's talking about
Dragon
my dragon bile.
Yeah.
I see.
So, how do you want to get Kinian out?
See if I had the other spell still.
Are we in like yelling distance if they need to call for help or
No. They'd be shouting. If you guys want to... I mean, do you guys shout?
No.
That's a good question. No? Okay. Okay. So, what do you guys do?
I assume I'm wearing my armor, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't I take my breastplate off?
Not at this point.
Not at this point.
Am I
You're
just
stuck.
sardine candy?
Yeah, yeah.
Although, I do have my dagger.
This is sauce shit right now.
No.
Could I bend
cut
the
his armor.
bars?
I could cut his armor loose.
Could I
Okay.
actually do a strength check and bend the bars?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Wait. I shaved some of my chalk,
Okay.
and then I put it on his hands.
Okay. And you clap it into the air.
And at this point, I'm miserable
Yeah.
because I got mayonnaise on me, and I suggested the bile, and I'm just pissed, so I enrage.
Yeah, okay.
God, a nat 1 and a 2.
Oh.
Bam.
So is this an athletics?
Yep.
So it's still 12.
Oh my
You're
God.
pushing, and it's not budging.
Try again. 21.
21. So you're pushing, and it's like, and it just this raw iron is squealing from this bending. You are able enough to get past the apex of your chest and slip through on the other side.
Dude, I meant to do that.
You've got like this bend in your breastplate and this like scrape. It looks badass, but it came out of something that was not badass.
and still covered in nail.
Yeah, and you smell like a sandwich.
I'm like, this is magical. It'll just buff out.
Does he
Oh my
smell
God.
like a hero?
So I'm figuring it's about lunchtime. I grab out some rations.
Yeah, you wipe it off of him and you make like a little ration sandwich with your dried meats and bread.
Oh god.
I think you guys take a quick second to realize that someone could have died real quick, but enough for a sandwich break.
And I offer Kenyan a pull from my little kobold flask.
Yeah, Anus.
Yeah, kobold shine. It's a mixture of like it tastes like a mixture of gin and Jaeger.
Tastes like anise.
Yeah, it's got like anise and then what, juniper.
Yeah.
I take an unhealthy
Blah, blah, blah.
swig.
I make it myself. It's aged very long, like a week or so.
Are you still enraged?
Am I blind now?
It's-
I'm still enraged.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh yeah, then I get the 19.
Okay.
So 25.
So you drink from this flask, and the room starts to spin with how much you drink, and you like stop drinking for a second. You just kind of shake your head, and everything squares out, and you're like, "Whoa, that's some good stuff." Your heart is warm. You don't feel the cold.
Oh, that's why you're not feeling cold.
You're just drunk 24/7.
Something like that.
Do I see any mechanism on this side?
Nope. But you do see a wall.
Wait, we're
at
on the
the-
wrong side.
You see a wall at the end of this this corridor that to you looks kind of like doors. Do you try to open them?
Yeah.
Okay. You go
Can I take a
to
listen at them first?
yeah, sure. So you like put your ear to the door.
Sounds like
Give me a
stone.
perception, please. It sounds cold.
Oh god, I see nothing. A 9.
9.
Nothing.
Yeah. You don't hear much through the stone. Nothing's coming through. Do you try the door? Try to open it? Okay, so when you try it, it doesn't budge at all. You think maybe it's frozen like the other door.
Oh. So that's why they were having trouble, and then
Yeah.
he was able to open it,
Yep.
and I wouldn't be able to open it.
You can try. I mean, that's all you can do right now. Unless you want to try and squeeze back through again.
You take your armor
Not
off.
like this. It's not like this.
Do I have oil?
No, I give it a try.
Yeah? Okay, strength check
I
for
mean,
me, please.
I imagine I have more strength than him,
Athletics.
At this point, you do.
and I'm still raging. It didn't take a
Do you have your belt on?
Yeah.
What's that put you at?
25.
25
Yeah, because he's got fire giant.
So you go and you put your hands on it and you push and they just completely open. And when you push it open, you all see inside of the room with an M, with the statues. You see the secret door blow open from the west wall, and you see Keo walk through with Kinian covered in mayo.
Well, there's
It looks a little disturbing.
And Keo's finishing his sandwich.
Do I see a barbarian slurry on the floor?
Yeah, off to the side you see like a pulp juice on the floor.
I suddenly don't feel so bad about the mayo. and I turn to the group and I say, "This really is mayonnaise."
Oh my gosh.
I look up from my vomiting. I look at Kinian. I lock eyes with him. And I start dry heaving.
Oh. So
I offer my flask.
what you see, Harshnag, is those rooms that are circling the archway. They look giant. Not size wise. What?
I was just
Can I read it?
You can read it too. Eifer can read it. So there's 6 rooms. Okay. So you're looking to the east wall. Harshnag, you recognize just one room. And it's ice. And it's the room for frost and for frost giants. This is what all frost giants put like over everything. It's wallpaper. And it's just a mixture
It's
of
the first
room
word we
everywhere.
learn.
Yeah.
Like
It's
to
the
write.
frost giant hashtag symbol.
Yeah. But you don't know any of these other runes. And Eifer walks up and he's like, "Oh, Hog, Sky, Ild, Uvar, Stein, Ice."
It's been less than an hour.
Yeah.
I could go there and I could read them.
Oh, and you hear what Eifer says, and you're like, yep, that's it. And Eifer, you understand what these mean. So, Haug is hill, Stein is stone, Ice is frost, Ild is fire, Sky is cloud, and Uvar is storm.
Would I have any knowledge of what was like once I know what the words are, what's behind each of them, or at least
No.
what's behind ice?
No.
So you know that these runes aren't they don't cover things up. They're just like part of the stones in the archway.
Or what they
And-
would lead to. I
Yep,
think
yep.
that's what I mean.
You do know that this is somehow a way to get to the Oracle. Thank you. And it's through this archway. You don't know how to get through this archway. You've never actually been through this archway.
I tell everyone, hold up, and I start going through my bag.
Okay.
And I pull out the ordning scroll, and I look at the order of them.
Okay.
There to the ordning scroll.
Yeah.
Is it the same order?
No. It doesn't seem to be the same order. Give me intelligence, though.
Just a straight check would be
Yep.
13.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do these rooms look movable at all?
No, they're inlaid with mithril, though. Did you want to give me like a? Does anybody have like detect magic or something like that? Did someone want to try that?
Minutes area.
I can detect magic.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
cast detect magic as a ritual.
I cast Unseen Servant as a ritual and have the Unseen Servant clean up Kenyan.
Okay.
You
Nice.
prestidigitize. No, it's below you.
It's a
okay,
little
so
bigger job than that.
so you use the ritual for detect magic, and what you see from this is you see a glow obvious coming from the archway, and you see a glow coming from the sconces that are bordering this archway. From the sconces, you are getting a conjuration magic feel from it, and from the archway, you are getting conjuration from that as well. Yep. So conjuration all around.
Can I take a closer look at the statues?
Yes, go for it.
So they all have weapons except for the frost.
Yes.
And other weapons look like they're able to be removed, or are they actually part of the statue?
They can be removed, and they look like they're in like a flat-handed outreach. It's not a grasp, so it looks like they can be taken.
So I grab the fire giant sword.
Okay, and you try to tug on it. And it feels extremely hefty. This thing is about 800 pounds.
I think I could probably get that.
Yeah, because you got 25 strength. That's
Yeah.
right. So you look like
fire giant.
Yeah. So you've got it, and it looks like Cloud from Final Fantasy. Just this huge iron greatsword. Did you guys want me to describe the weapons as that each statue is holding?
Yeah.
Okay, so each statue, the hill giant's got a bone club, the stone giant has a stone boulder, the frost giant has a nothing, the fire giant has an iron greatsword, the cloud giant has a mithril spear, and the storm giant an adamantine trident.
Would I know what the frost giant statue is supposed to be holding?
You think just based on your heritage, it's probably some sort of great axe.
Okay.
So you pick
Do
up
I
the,
know any history on these items?
Go ahead and roll me a history check. Kinian, you pick up this greatsword, and what do you want to do with it?
So there's X number of doors in here.
The set of doors to the north all go to the same place, and that's to the pulp tunnel. And then the doors to the south haven't been opened yet. There's 2 sets of them.
So I'm sort of silly, and I'm thinking like this is like a key, and I walk it near the runes to see if there's any interaction.
Okay. Do you tap one of the runes, like the fire rune or whatever?
I don't know which rune is which, so I start
okay.
tapping each of them, like kind of touching to the runes.
Okay, so you start with the hug rune on the left, and when you do such, I need you to make a DC 15 save for me on.
Oh god.
I'll tell you what save.
Oh bad.
Intelligence.
It might be.
Charisma.
I might be barking up the right tree, maybe. Or
Uh,
I'm just dead.
I need you to make a save on wisdom, please.
Oh, sure, I got tons of that. 14.
14. Just shy. Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone in this room, wisdom save, please.
Oh my god!
Whoops!
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Don't forget to roll for
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, don't forget Stairback.
Yeah, he failed it too.
What, you said it was 14 or 15?
15 is the DC.
I made a 16.
Okay, I met then.
Okay, so you save.
I met exactly.
Stairvash and I both failed miserably. I was still dry heaving. Stairvash was looking on, caring. He was like, "That really sucks, man."
You see, you just take this and I think you touch it to the root.
To the wrong rune.
You all feel very confused, except for those who save. Yes.
think I'm in the room.
It did something!
Yes.
Do I kind of like feel that something happened though? Even
Oh yeah. It washes over you, and you feel this like slight bit of confusion, and you shake it off.
Where am I?
I forgot.
But chick.
I don't know what confusion
TM.
does to you.
What?
I don't know what confusion does to you.
Well, based on this spell, it is reactionary based. So, you can't take a reaction. Okay, everybody roll me a d10 that's affected.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Wisdom still?
We're not going to
No,
do this
just-
every
just
6
roll
seconds, though. A d10.
Oh, a
Roll it.
D10.
5. That's a 20, huh?
Okay, AJ,
Oh.
you can't move or take any actions right now.
What are we rolling then?
A D10.
A 4 for you. Same deal. It can't move.
7. That's probably for the
12,
best.
Yeah. Okay.
7?
7 for Eifer. Creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature.
Do you want me to...
6, right? Or we got 7. We got 7 tonight.
No, good. I wouldn't attack myself.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
No, but Stare Bash. So
Oh, yeah. So 6 or 7.
yeah.
Do we just roll the d10 no modifiers?
Yep.
Okay.
1.
Determine what happens.
9.
Yep. So you attack. With your
Melee.
standard attack. So you make an attack with whatever
Melee.
your melee attack.
Melee
Well-
attack.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah?
No.
Oh,
Because you're
she's
confused.
Oh.
Yep.
can I
Even with a
potentially like?
What's that?
With a
We're
9?
not sure what
A
that
9 is your effect.
Can I
So-
potentially step in the way?
Potentially.
No, it's fine.
No. You wouldn't.
It's
be
just
able
if
to.
I was able to use my
There's
reaction, I
actual
would have done
mechanics.
something. So
Alright,
that's
you
fine.
hit.
21 to hit.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that hits.
Should have wording flared.
That's what I would have done if I.
You take 10 damage.
Okay.
What do you hit her with?
A short sword.
And
That's
his
crazy.
fucking shit that happened to him.
Because its strength is so high.
Yeah, that stone's crazy. Okay, you had a 9, right?
Yep.
10. The creature can act and move normally, so you are unaffected for this round.
Ha.
We're gonna say that a round is not 6 seconds.
But she
in this.
still can't do her reaction.
Right.
Because of,
Exactly. Okay. Anybody else need to resolve? What do you got?
We got a 3 and a 5.
A 3 and a 5. Both you can't move or do anything.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got Tin who can do stuff. Eifer can do things. Harshnag can do things.
But I can talk, right?
Keo can do things.
Is
Keo can do things.
Kenyan's
Like
sword
his name?
still touching the rune?
No, it touches, disappears out of his hands, and reappears on the fire giant statue.
I was right. I was wrong.
you're like, ah! But yeah.
Although,
Where did my sword go?
Those of us who
Now I'm
can't do
confused.
anything, are we aware that we can't do anything, or is it just like,
You are like, you feel as if you're trapped in your own body. Like your body is not reacting to your commands.
Okay.
It's not quite a whole person, but yeah.
Keo was taken by surprise on that, but now that he knows that something's up, he's like, Eifer, why are you doing this?
Yeah, no shit.
And he readies his glass staff to shield for people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I can use it for other people.
Okay. We'll roll with it for now.
Did you read out loud what all of the symbols were to everyone?
Eifer did.
I heard it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in the room then.
Right.
But okay.
Yep.
But so
Yeah,
I
I
know
just
that.
walked-
Well,
Okay.
you were. I think you were in the
You were
room.
there?
Yeah, because Keo walked up. But yes.
Okay.
So
So is the
Okay,
consumption
so
passed?
putting the fire sword.
it will
on-
after they take their action.
Eifer to put the sword down.
Well, it disappeared out of his hands and
Back on the
that-
statue.
on the
Eifer.
statue.
Yeah.
Oh, Eifer.
His short sword.
Yeah, because he
After I
attacked.
just stabbed you.
Yeah, the kobold.
Yeah, you put your sword away. What's going on?
What did I just do?
You stabbed me.
Bad Eifer.
I tie a rope around myself.
And Scarebash looks at you, and if he could move, he'd be like, nodding like I know how that goes. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Can any of you other guys, like, why are you guys all just standing there?
I am.
They don't respond.
And so now I know that they.
Yep.
I was doing what I was doing.
Yep. So what do you want to do, Harshnag?
I kind of get a glimpse of what's going on because it hits me and I see the sword reappear. So I go over to one of the weapons I know I can lift up and I take up like easily the Hill Giant's club and I ask who is available to move. Who knows? You're both
Kyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, whoever's closer to the door, I ask them which one is the Hill Giant symbol.
Yeah, I would think that would make sense to touch the sword to the symbol.
Okay.
Because I think I would like have heard some kind of rumor.
I
and
look
it's
at
matching up
Harshnag.
with what I'm seeing, and I kind of have an intuition about.
Yeah, Kyo can point you to the right
All
one.
right,
I do, but I look at Harshnag with concern because this is giant, and he's a giant, and you never learn to read.
we're giants.
So
we learned Smash.
Or this is like cursive ruins and you never learned cursive.
Anyways, he points out the symbol, and I touch the club to the Hill Giant symbol.
okay, so what happens is you touch it to the rune. The blast blows out from you. Same blast. Everybody make a save again. And when this blast goes through, it's stronger and shakes the ceiling, and bits of the ceiling start tumbling down. That is when you notice that there are cracks all along the ceiling, and they don't look natural. They look specific.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
15.
16.
Nice.
Same thing.
7 and 20.
Nice. Is that Staravash is the 20?
Staravash is the 20.
Okay. What's your effect? And what's Harshnag's effect?
Roll a d10.
Roll a d10, please.
I got a 16 wisdom.
Yep, you're good.
3.
A 1 for you? Creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction, determined by a dice roll d8 and assigned to the cardinal directions.
That's just
Oh,
hope
not
it's not
Boulder
the
Hall.
tunnel where the gold
Not
is.
Boulder Hall. Not Boulder Hall.
Oh my god. So you run north. Wait, you're still in where you're throwing up, aren't you? Yes. You run 60 feet down the hall.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
You roll a 3? Okay. That is, you can't move or take an action.
Okay.
Anybody else who failed?
I'm gonna die.
You moved actually
Okay.
80 feet.
Alright, so. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you moved 80 feet. You're a
How long is that
quarter
hall?
down the hallway.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
said
it's
Fine.
Yeah,
It'll be
it's
fine.
you're
it's
about
like
a third.
three
Actually. You're a third.
three
of the way
turns for it to
down.
get to where he starts.
Pleasure.
Okay,
It's
so
my fault this time.
Glad to know you survived. Okay. Hope to see you in the next life.
so those
Yo,
are
everybody
Harshnag.
stop touching room.
So as
when he sorry to cut you off. When you touch it to the rune, it disappears and goes back.
To the same spot?
Yes.
Alright, so we figured out that doesn't work, really.
When the room starts shaking,
Yep.
the people who can't move, I just pick them up and start running them out of the building.
Out, like way out the like to the cart.
Yeah,
Okay.
or at least to where they're not under something shaking, and then I go back. in.
Oh, okay. So to the landing.
I'm looking up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep. You see it. Yeah. So what do you guys want to do?
So let's get back to my knowledge check.
Yes.
I rolled a 20.
A 20 for what?
History on the artifacts.
Nothing. Okay. Intelligence. Someone give me an intelligence check. Those who can do things.
can I do things?
Just
I'm
straight
not
intelligence.
smart, but I'll
It's
try.
yeah.
I rolled a 19,
Unless you're proficient in it.
so 18.
Okay.
The barbarian.
Yeah.
18.
19.
That's a 1 for Sturvash.
Nice.
5.
Okay.
Q knows nothing.
Okay. So,
On snow.
so what Minette and Kinian have? 18 and
19.
19? Nice. Okay, so you guys don't know the full answer, but you think you guys are on the right track. You think it might have to do with the person touching the object to the rune. So it's not there. You think that there's probably 2 layers to this. There's the object touching the rune, and then who's wielding that object.
Okay. Somebody would somebody relay that to like everybody else, or
Not sure.
Alright.
What do you guys say? Say that?
I'd say.
Okay, well, my first thought would be, oh, well, only a giant then could do it, but maybe it has to be a giant of the right element.
Right.
well, I can't do anything right now.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
been more
We
than
also
6
don't
seconds.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna say it. Yeah.
So,
So-
You guys are all right.
So to see the oracle, we would need one of every type here
You're not sure on that.
to open it,
You're not
Maybe
sure.
just one.
potentially.
And we
Potentially.
potentially
But we
need the
don't have-
missing axe.
Yes.
But
well,
need the frost.
and that's where my knowledge would come into play. Is I know it should be some sort of great axe, and I know that Gert's great axe is of frost giant lineage.
But it's missing.
So I look to you guys to make the decision though, because I done fucked up on the last one.
I
I
tell
would
you,
have done
like,
the same, though.
So wait.
I suggest you use your great axe on the frost giant.
You feel like with looking at the ceiling, you feel like you might have 1 shot left.
All right. So is everybody cool with me? Like,
Everybody
shall
else
shall
get
I
out
try?
of
I
the
brandish
Yeah.
my great axe, which still looks like a giant clarinet.
I say go ahead, and I make my way
Just
out
to
of
be
the room.
safe, I tell I need the spell removed.
grab the sword, or
What the?
You want to
Yeah.
keep holding on to the sword.
yeah? Did
Well,
you want the
teleported.
sword?
It teleported it out.
Right. Okay.
Is there?
Oh, I
No,
thought
it's
I
just
thought you were
this,
running out. Like
so there's a. Ooh, I could take a trophy. I can actually carry this thing. How,
Yeah, I
how
mean,
long
you're-
is it? Is it 40 feet long?
It's pretty long. It's sized for a giant, so you'd be dragging it, but you have the strength to just like throw it around like a normal sword. It's just unwieldy.
Do any of these weapons look like there's something that could potentially be wielded?
Maybe the spear, but it'd be
And
like
it's made out of mithril, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's worth the most.
Oh yeah.
I'd grab
Or the
spear.
adamantine trident.
We should melt those down.
Can I take both?
Yeah, dude.
I take the
Okay,
the
two-handed.
trident and the spear.
Okay, so you
And
see
I
you
offer
see
to
the
hold one
pirate.
for you, knowing it's fully yours, but just so you don't have to carry them around.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got this.
So you see the pirate grab the two, and like he starts walking out to the landing. As he's walking out to the landing, you go to touch the.
No,
Only
the
after
rest of
Ifer is removed, whatever illusion, because I don't want that to interfere potentially.
Yeah, and so you take the axe out.
Well,
We all
I'm
clear.
I'm back at like the landing. Yeah, like
Okay.
we're cleared out.
Yeah.
And is
Bon?
yeah, is he
Bon's
still
fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
he
back
came
with
back.
us. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go far enough to trap.
So
trip
if
the
something
trap.
happens, it's only happening to me, which
Is that how you guys want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, you go to touch the
the ice.
the axe to the ice one.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're doing that, Kinian is the last one to exit the room, and as he's exiting the room, both of the weapons disappear and reappear on the statue. And
both of his. Do you mean all three or just
No, the ones he tried
the weapons
taking.
that he had,
Okay,
the
but mine
giant
doesn't.
weapons. No, but the giant weapons that exited the
Okay.
dungeon, they went back.
I'm like, oh.
Okay, and then what happens to my?
You touch it to the
Yeah.
to the thing. You touch it to the ice rune, and out shoots a blast. Another one. Let's see. Every creature in the room is within this area. DC 15 for
That's
me,
just
please.
me?
Yes. For
Oh god.
oh no.
It's a 4. This is now not how I want the 4s to be with me.
From the ceiling comes a hailstorm of ice. Though the cold does not do anything to you, the size of the ice does, and you take two damage, measly damage, from the ice. The roof, large chunks start landing in this room. The whole thing starts to shake. One of the big blocks that fall from the ceiling fall right on top of the hill giant statue, and then another one on top of the stone giant statue, and just obliterate it. You see one of these blocks are starting to fall right above you, Harshnag. I need you to give me a dexterity save.
Oh, lovely. My -1 dex. 13.
13. So, this block is 20 by 20, and it falls directly on top of you.
Hey everybody, it's Alan, your DM, and I wanted to say thank you from the cast and crew for listening to Roll with Advantage. We really appreciate it. If you feel like you want to support the podcast or even want to get on the podcast in all sorts of different ways, go ahead and check us out at Patreon, patreon.com/Roll with Advantage. We've got all sorts of different support structures that have got fun little things for each of the levels. If you can't support monetarily, comments and subscriptions go a very long ways. So if you could comment in iTunes or on YouTube, that would help out the podcast so much. We also love to interact with our fans. If you use the hashtag Roll with Advantage on Twitter, or you can post in our subreddit, we will be happy to engage with you guys. It's a super fun way to get to know some of us, and you get to ask questions about your favorite characters, or about the world, what's going on in the background, stuff like that. We also want to say a big thank you for Incompetech.com and BattleBards for letting us use their music and sound effects. They do a fantastic job, and I highly suggest you guys go check them out. Just beautiful work from everybody there. For a full list of the pieces we use, go ahead and check out the description, and you'll find it there. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye!